Hello everybody. I'm going to do a mixed mani today with Color Street, and I'm going to use these 4 different colors and make a mermaid ocean themed mani. I'm really excited. I have been waiting a long time to try this one, and I'm finally going to do it. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so these are all the strips that I'm going to use from each to make this mixed mani look. And it's a lot. So let's get started. Now, it's cold in my house, and so I like to use my hair dryer to heat up each strip before I put it on, because my hands are cold and my house is cold, and they just stick better when they're warm. In the summertime, when it's really hot, then I don't need to use my hair dryer, but right now it's cold enough that I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So before I put each one on, you'll hear the hair dryer blow on it a little bit, and then I'll be applying it. Also, if you have short nails, you can use 1/2 of this strip on one side of your nail and then use the other half on the other nail. But I might be able to get away with it with my pinky fingers, but with the rest of my nails, I can't. So I'm gonna have to waste the other half, which is unfortunate, but that's okay with me. It's still worth it. So if you have shorter nails, go ahead and use just 1 strip each instead of 2 on both your nails. But for me, I can't do that because my nails are too long. All right, so let's get started. You always want to start with your pinky finger and then work your way down to your thumb, because your thumb is going to be your tool. And if you put it on first, then as you use it as your tool, you're going to start pulling it back on the tips. So you always want to make sure you do your thumb last. Inside of the packet, you'll find a nail prep pad, which is just an alcohol pad, and you'll want to use that on your nails. It gets rid of all the excess grease, and it just makes the nail polish sit better and stick better to your nails. So just make sure you rub it from side to side and get down in your cuticle to get rid of any excess grease. I always wash my hands with dish detergent too before, because that's like grease fighting, so it also helps get rid of any kind of grease that could be on my hands. I use an oil to push my cuticles down, so I have to make sure that oil is gone or else they won't stick. All right, and then I like to put this back in here so it doesn't dry up while I'm applying. And then at the end, you can use it again to kind of seal the polish onto your nails just a little bit better. So I put it back in there so it'll stay wet. All right, so this is the very first one, Glamsterdam. Peel off the plastic, and then you peel off this. And I like to put it back on its backing, because then I find it's just easier to control it and you don't have to hold on to the sticky back. All right. So line it up with your cuticle and stick it on there. You want to push it from side to side. And then you want to give it a tiny bit of a pull down on the end to wrap it around so that you don't get any kind of wrinkles on the ends of your nails too. And then, like I said, you perforate underneath your nail with your thumb. And then you want to clean up any that may have gotten onto the side of your skin or anything, because it will not stick there, so you don't want it to be stuck to your skin. there's my first nail. Let's see if I have enough on my other half to do my other pinky. If I do, then great. Ooh, just enough. Just perfect. That's great. I only have to use one strip for my pinky. The rest of my nails, though, are so long. Perforate underneath your nail and get it off on your skin. I didn't blast this one with my hairdryer because it seemed like it didn't really need it. I think it did pretty good. So there's two pinkies. Now I'm gonna wait until I do the rest of my nails before I come back and apply this one over top of it. Because just to give it a little bit of time to set on my nail before I apply a second one on top. So I guess I didn't need this one. But these ones are shorter because they are the overlays and they're always a little bit shorter. So I probably will need two of those still. All right, my next nail will be this one. Oops. That did not peel off right, but that's okay. There's still enough for my nail. So I will use it without the backing here. It's hard to line it up just right. Put it back on the backing. There we go. I love this one. This is last year's Mermaid one called Atlantis. It's so pretty. It's like a purple and a blue. The one this year is more just all teal. It doesn't really have any of the purple in it that this one has. There we go. All right, and then the other nail. So what I did wrong there last time was I should have peeled this off first before I used the blow dryer. As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but it was too late. So at least it still worked out. You apply these things like over a year, like every 2 weeks. And then when you decide to shoot a video, that's when you make the mistake. Okay. I'm so glad I grabbed one of these before they retired. I just love this set so much. But Glamsterdam is actually still available in stock. The light purple one I put on first, as well as this one here, Mardi Gras. That one's also available. This one's retired, but they do have one very similar to it as well, too, if you still want to pick up one of those. It's just got a little bit smaller sparkles, but it's the same colors. So there's 2 nails. Next is the middle finger. This one is so sparkly, like so sparkly. I like that. It definitely looks like Mardi Gras to me. Now my middle finger is just a little too big for the medium-sized strips and just a little too small for the bigger size strips. So I always have to do the most work on this nail because I have to work off a lot on either side of it usually. Gotta get it off my skin because if it stays on your skin, it will pull up and it will pull it off your nail later. Here we go. All right, next one. Oops, I bumped the camera. This nail is a lot shorter than the other hand because I have had so much of an issue with these 2 nails breaking on me. I was giving my fingernails a bit of a break for a couple weeks, kind of letting them breathe a little bit because I have been wearing Color Street for an entire year now, like without a break. And so I was like, well, I'm quarantined. I'm not going anywhere. I might as well take a couple weeks and just let them breathe. So I did, and these 2 nails kept breaking over and over again. The rest of my nails were great, but these 2, I don't know. But they're finally long enough again that I can actually put something on them. So I was like, let's do it now before they break again. So they're not as long as the rest. But that's okay. They'll grow. Color Street actually is amazing for helping my nails grow because they keep them stronger, and I don't know, when I'm wearing Color Street, they grow so fast. All right, on to my pointer fingers. I just love Color Street so much. I was always painting my nails even before Color Street, but man, it was a nuisance. I would take like an hour, like doing coat after coat after coat and waiting for them all to dry in between. And then they never were quite dry enough. So then I would bump them on something and then they would get like little punctures in them. And then like 2 days later, they'd start chipping. And I kept doing it because I loved having painted nails, but man, it was a nuisance. Now with Color Street, half an hour and I'm done. And I can touch my hair right away. I can play computer games, like do whatever I want except get my hands wet right away afterwards. And like, it's just great. And then for about 2 weeks, they will not chip. I have actually worn some sets for 3 weeks before and not had any kind of issues with it. But usually around the 3-week mark is when they start breaking down a little bit. But 2 weeks, not a problem. I forgot to heat this one up. We'll see what happens. I gotta stop talking. I distract myself. I find that the longer my nail is, the easier it is to apply to, because there's more room for me to perforate underneath of the nail. The shorter ones are tougher for me, but I mean, it still works. It's just easier. Man, Glamsterdam is beautiful. I don't know if the video is picking up all the sparkles, but man, it sparkles. So many sparkles. Okay, so now before I do my thumbs, I still want to use them as my tools for these guys. So I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna put these guys on, and then I'll do my thumbs. Okay. So you want to line this one up with the set you just put on when you're doing an overlay. And then just push it on over top. And then do the exact same thing with perforating it right underneath. Can't use my other fingers. Okay, there we go. Piece of sparkle wouldn't come off. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I don't know if I have enough. I don't think. No, that's not gonna be enough, so I will use this one. Now these ones, since you're sticking them on top of another color, they will stick no matter what. So I'm not worried about warming these ones up because they're gonna stick straight to the other polish. This one was called Raise Your Voice. I don't think I mentioned that. It was a promotional one, foundation set that they had a few months back. But like I said, they do have one very similar to it for sale now. Oh, I love it so much. All right, next one. I love purple, I love sparkles, I love Mermaid. I was gonna do this one for my birthday and have like birthday nails, but I wanted to wait until more of the quarantine was a little bit over because I wanted to be able to actually go out and see human beings and show them my nails. So I waited a little bit. I love the overlays. They're so gorgeous. All right, and the last one before my thumbs, and then we will be all done. This is so easy and so fast comparably. And it lasts as long as gel nails. I used to go and get my nails done at the salon for like $45, and they would cut me with their Dremel tools as they sawed down my nails, just totally destroyed my nails. But hey, they looked good when I had them on, but then when they grew out, it was a disaster. And then I couldn't afford to keep doing it anymore. So this is an excellent alternative because it's so much cheaper than going to the salon. It doesn't destroy your nails and it lasts just as long, and you don't have to worry about UV lights or anything. And it's just as pretty, in my opinion. All right, so now it's thumb time, and then we will be all done. Let's heat this one up. I will try to add a link. I'm kind of new to YouTube, but I'm gonna try and add a link. I'm pretty sure I can, of where you can shop for these things right now online if you wanted to get some for yourself. I find my thumbs are like the trickiest to apply because I have very wide thumbs, and so they literally take up every single piece of the biggest piece. So if you don't line it up exactly right, it doesn't look right. So this one actually lined up perfect. I'm impressed. So I am very happy with that. This one will be the harder one to do because it's my last nail and it's always the toughest. Oh, the sparkles. So much sparkles. I love sparkles. If I was a mermaid, I would swim in sparkles. All right, there we go. So now my last nail. We will heat this one up. All right. Oh good, that lined up well too. Phew. I guess after a year of applying Color Street, I should be getting good at it, right? Now, I don't like to use my other nail for this because I don't want it to pull up because I'm picking at it. So I always use my scissors. I don't know if I recommend this, but I've never had a problem with it. But you could use a nail file, you could use a cuticle pusher, you know, whatever you want. But I use my scissors because it just works good for me. And it doesn't ruin my other nail. Just a little bit more awkward, but hey, it's only one nail, right? There we go. All right, so perfect. Don't try this at home. Just kidding. So there we go. 31 minutes is how long my video has been so far, and that is not including the time that I took to get everything out of their packaging and to set them all out. So this probably took me just a little over 20 minutes to do this entire manicure, and it is going to last me a good 2 weeks, possibly 3, depending on how long I feel like leaving it on. But this is my mermaid look. Thank you so much for watching.